After Al Shepard's flight, the summer of 1961 saw two more crewed space flights. Gus Grissom was the second American in space on July 21 when he more or less repeated Al Shepard's flight. Grissom's emergency hatch blew early after landing, causing the capsule to sink before it could be recovered. Fortunately, Grissom got out safely and was recovered by a helicopter. A few weeks later, Soviet cosmonaut Gherman Titov launched on the second Vostok mission, this one lasting for more than a full day, completing more than 17 orbits of the planet. Titov was not quite 26 years old during his flight, and he is to this day the youngest person to orbit the Earth. Vostok 2 achieved more firsts, with Titov being the first person to photograph and film the Earth from space, the first person to sleep while in orbit, and regrettably, the first person to vomit in space. It wasn't until February 20th, 1962, that the USA would join the Soviets with a human presence in orbit. John Glenn rode the more powerful Atlas rocket to space in his capsule named Friendship 7. Glenn had a number of minor issues with the thrusters and the heat and humidity systems, but nothing too alarming. Orbiting the Earth, Glenn would check in with a network of radio stations on land and on ships at sea, providing nearly continuous communications. This network picked up a signal that indicated the capsule's heat shield system was possibly loose, so the decision was made to not jettison the retro rocket pack, as they thought the straps might help the heat shield stay in place. In the end, it turned out to be a false indication, and Glenn returned safely to the Earth after being in space for 4 hours, completing 3 orbits. Glenn wouldn't fly in space again until 1998, when at the age of 77 years old, while serving as a U.S. Senator, he would fly to space on a space shuttle mission, becoming the oldest person to orbit the Earth.